this project is very important. This stupa, symbol of enlightenment. So now we completed the construction. So for now, then people will come here, meditate, okay, and study. So this stupa is symbol of enlightenment. It inspires people to meditate, and it has a very strong presence and power. It helps their meditation, and they can go into a more deeper state of contemplation. It is very beneficial. It's wonderful. For those people who don't meditate or just come look, they feel like, oh, so peaceful, so nice. And it makes the connection towards to Buddhist teachings and meditation and philosophy.
There are all these levels as we've been learning from the stupa, and on the deepest level, that's the place that we're all aiming for, is the enlightened state of a Buddha for the benefit of all sentient beings. And so the path becomes our teacher. And so in some ways, as Rinpoche continues to do his work elsewhere in the world as well as here, we have the representation of the entire Buddhist path right here that we can circumambulate, that we can lay our problems or our questions or our whatever it is, our perception of limitation right here, and then circumambulate and let this become part of our path that purifies us and brings us good benefit, and then, takes us on our way.
Rinpoche's described the symbolism and representing the Buddha. And when you think about what went in the stupa, right? The power and energy and the blessings in those precious things.
About 10 years previous, I had worked on the one on Nap Island down in the Lower Mainland, and learned about Buddhism through working on that stupa. I came back into the Kootenays, and my wife, who had studied with Rinpoche, said he had talked about wanting to build a stupa.
It was interesting timing, because just as we were starting, COVID came and everything was locked down. It was just a few fellows, and they worked at a distance. They came every Saturday. At first, they would eat outside. Then we realized, it's just a few of us. So then a couple of us started to come and make lunch for them, and it was something they really looked forward to, because it was kind of special. We were all locked down, right? So it was a fairly slow process, and John was, here every moment. Worked extra time in his shop. I mean, it was kind of funny, because John had a massage therapist, farmers, and, and guys that weren't really construction people. And they all, over time just came together in the most amazing way as a team, with absolute devotion and focus.
I knew it was going to finish. I knew we were going to be successful. The way things lined up for us, I knew we were going to be successful. We just made it. That was a bit of a relief, yes.
It was really a blessing to come out and come up to the temple and see this. The whole joy of a retreat is being able to put into practice what Rinpoche has been teaching us all these years, which is getting closer and closer and closer, if we can, to the final way of being of greatest benefit, and then coming and seeing the manifestation of that in this form was like a total dream.
So really, it's not just a few people here. It was just, and then of course Rinpoche, right? I mean, it was his wish to have this, and he worked so hard, and talking about what we're going to do in Mongolia and ordering scrolls, and it was a huge process involving so many people, really, to make this. Yeah. What can I say? I mean, look at that. It's magic.
So one of the ways this has brought, not just to me, but to the whole community, it's kind of like an acupuncture point for the world. It kind of gives a physical benefit in its physical manifestation, and an energetic. It's got the entire Buddhist teachings within this over and over and over, and mantras, the vibration of that blessing, and then the ineffable that we could never know with our conceptual mind.
So the future of this stupa pagoda is for the peace, and it will bring peace. And this stupa is a body stupa, and which means dedicated for the peace on earth, and we need lots of peace. And the stupa is symbol of universal peace.